start the return inside his 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. UTSA Roadrunners offense will have the first crack at it in this one. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? You've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
And the Roadrunners with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Ready. The give on the option. Brings him to the open. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Trying to make magic with his feet. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself? Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Roadrunners have it with a 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Snags it over the middle. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. First thing you want to do if you're in a hole is stop digging. It's 1st and 20. Quick completion to the right. They bring him down with a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Let's see what they've got on second down. The pull and throw off the field. All down, but he has enough to move the chain. And the Roadrunners back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Looking to throw on first down. The throw. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds. Let's talk for just a second about UTSA. For some teams, the road into the top 25 can be a little more treacherous than for others. And once you get there, you've got to convince the rest of the country you deserve to stay.
And I think that's what's next for this squad. They've earned the right to get in the top 25. People are noticing what they're doing. Now, let's continue to build on it because they haven't proven they're a top 10 team, and they want to get to that point.
Yeah, let's stay hungry. Let's not be satisfied with the fact that we just broke into the top 25.
Getting set for the extra point. He's good with the work for the first time. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. What a quick start for this offense, putting up points on the first drive.
And that's got to feel good, Reese. You've been practicing all week. You've been practicing against the looks you were anticipating to see from this defense. You get those looks. You're able to come out, you run the ball, you throw the ball. And this offense right now is in a groove.
Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. The run from the shotgun. They start the afternoon with a run, and it goes nowhere.
You got to have that defense that you know you can go to running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. A great job in the base defense making a play.
Makes the catch. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, you can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. And the Blazers will bring the punt team onto the field. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. He might want another play. Off-play action on first down. Tosses it incomplete.
That's a throw the QB would like to have back. He just has to do a better job giving his receiver a chance to make the catch.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Give to the running back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Roadrunners now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll keep it on the ground. There we go.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take him in. This drive will start at the 25. UAB has the ball back, ready to send the offense out to go to work. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Going to the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Back to throw, it's Fowler. He finds a soft spot in the middle. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. The Blazers racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to the play.
Able to make his way past the sticks for the first down, and the time is going to drain out here in the first quarter. At the end of the quarter, guys, it's UTSA holding the edge. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. First play of the period, first down here. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the field.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Really nice job by the defense that time, getting a stop. They've been really good so far in this one, shutting this guy down, not letting him break out. You've got the lead, it's tight, and you know the opponent is going to keep trying to run it, so can you keep this up here in the second half on defense? That's the question.
It'll be third down long. From the gun, wants to pass. Next grab. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel, understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
Going for the marker on the ground. He's not going to get there. Stop short on fourth down.
Nice job by the defense on fourth down, blowing up, getting physical, stopping the run, shutting down that fourth down play. Really good job by this defense.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is.
Holding. Offense.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Second down coming up. Back to pass. Safe completion on the screen. Crosses the 35. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down.
And that's a good lesson for quarterbacks out there. When you're throwing to your running backs, if you get it to them early and they've got some space around them, they can do damage. And that's exactly what happened there. These guys are trained to be great once they have the ball in their hands. He makes people miss. He shows you the speed, and it's a big chunk play in the pass game.
And I like the defense being aggressive. They heated up that RPO. He didn't even give him time to read it. I'm getting in the backfield right now, making a play, being aggressive, bringing the fight to the offense.
Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at 35.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy and let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
It's fourth down, and they'll try the field goal. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. And he had just enough to will that one home. And that will extend their lead even further.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on fourth down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke through the uprights.
UAB regains possession of the Blazer offense back onto the field. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and it better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game. And you could just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make something better.
It just look like they're sleepwalking in this first half. And it's not just one guy. They just haven't been playing collectively as a unit. And if I'm the head coach, I'm considering starting to give some other dudes some chances here.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. That's exactly what happened here.
Got his man downfield. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. And the Blazers want to crank the tempo.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them, they're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
They make the stop at the 37, but not before he's got 10 yards and the first down.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
And that is exactly where the football was supposed to go. Offensive coordinators call drag routes, anticipating man coverage. Even though the ball's only traveling 2 or 3, 4 yards down the field, if the receiver is able to get a rub and create some...
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes an offense are hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. To the air, it's Fowler. And he feels the heat coming and it burns him up. Another sack. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The Blazers will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them. Make life easier on this kicker is so important.
Open the drive with a chunk play out past the 40, and they are in business on 1st down. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. Quarterback making adjustments. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. He wants to take the top off. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call.
Holding. Offense.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Now on 2nd down. Military stunt. Wants to go up top. Pocket breaking down. Nowhere close on that one as he got 12 trying to deliver the football. Now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Military stunt. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. And the Roadrunners will punt this one away. First one of the day is booted away. They ran him out there 4 times in the victory last week. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. UAB has the ball back, ready to send the offense out to go to work. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to echo.
Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. He'll do it himself. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure offensively, the defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Boys, you never quite know what to expect there in San Antonio, and we've had a lively first half. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been getting rave reviews on a weekly basis, and through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside the Alamo Dome.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. UAB regains possession. The Blazer offense back onto the field. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive. It's like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively, and you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
Here we go. Dropping back, it's Fowler. They're working that left side. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. Off the play fake. Shoots it to the left. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered. An explosive play to the 40. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win. And gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
The offense really struggled in the first half of this game, so it was important coming out of halftime. They were able to generate some momentum, get some rhythm offensively. And right now they look like they have it on this drive.
Throws toward the end zone. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's second down.
What a play by the defender there, guys. In his own end zone, the offense has taken a shot, and if that defender was just one step behind, that would have been a touchdown. But the hit forces the incompletion.
Oh, they're after him. Pass rush. Coming right to the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
I think the thing that's so impressive about this defense, it's not just the athleticism and the ability to get to the quarterback, it's the variety in the ways they can do it. Sometimes it's a 4-man rush, sometimes it's a 3-man rush, sometimes it's all-out blitz. But with the speed they have, especially in that front seven, it has been a nightmare for this offense. They've been giving up sack after sack after sack in this game.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. And now on fourth down, they'll try a field goal. He's going to try to knock one through from 49 yards away. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. UTSA takes over, and the offense ready to hit the field.
explosive play.
The throw to the outside is complete. Out of bounds at the 24-yard line after the huge pickup. It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Quickly out of the screen to the wide receiver.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in the pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
Back to pass on 2nd down. He's got his man. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
It's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
The Roadrunners with the 1st and 10. Gonna look downfield again. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Might be changing the route. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Got away from trouble. He's got him. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the 1st down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set. Why aren't you getting past the 1st down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job.
From the gun, the running back has it. Oh, he's got some space. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the 1st half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. I just wondered maybe in the 2nd half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
And the Blazers have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. They'll run it from the gun. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
This is an offense that prides himself on being physical, so you need 1 yard. Just hand it off to your back and let him go to work.
Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. And wings it incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. If the intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Well, nice job by the defense. They're playing with a big lead. They know the offense has to throw it, and they're inviting throws over the middle of the field, knowing they can break on these passes and maybe pick one up. Offense lucky that wasn't a turnover.
Looking to throw, it's Fowler. What great protection, and he lets it go down the middle.
Well, it hasn't always been that easy for the quarterback. He's been sacked a few times early on. was expecting to have that much time from the pocket, surveying the field. His feet just never seemed to get settled, and I think that's what forced the inaccurate throw and incompletion.
Dude, how about that goal? I mean, you talk about power. That dude just booted that thing halfway across the field, completely flipping the field position and getting it down inside the 10. That is a nice job by that punter.
Out of the shoot, quick toss to the right. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Motion from the wide receiver. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver comes in motion. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Gonna take a shot. Makes the grab inside the 30.
And it's now the 2nd time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he'll just take him in. This drive will start at the 25. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Dropping back, it's Fowler. Zings it complete to the right. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. We've reached the break, and it's UTSA on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Lost a throw on first down. Here's a heat. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
And back to the air on 2nd down. Right on the money. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark.
Well, here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
And they can't make the connection on 3rd down.
And it's going to be hard for this offense, man. They've struggled to pass the football down the field, to make these explosive plays, and now, huge deficit. Got to make them. Got to find a way to push the ball down the field to create some explosive plays if you want a chance to get back in this football game.
They'll run for it. He's not going to make it. And what a big stop for this defense, and they might be able to put this thing away. UTSA will take over, and the offense ready to return to the field. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. The give out of the gun. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get it done.
And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. And the Roadrunners come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. He'll try to do it himself. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. That's his offense with a fresh set of downs.
here on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He goes down right there, but not before coming up with a big interception.
Military stunt.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Davis. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
Guys at the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Back to pass, it's Slater. A strike downfield. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. New set of downs after the completion.
Military stunt. Military stunt.
Looking downfield on first down. It's complete to the right.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
The Blazers can really attack on this second and short. Wants to throw again. Dumps it to the back.
On the ball.
Grab near the sticks. It's Amatova. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
Here we go. Here we go.
Looking to throw on first down. Got his man on the right. They get it down to the 35 before he stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a first down. And the Blazers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Grabbed in the middle, it's Tran. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. They got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been lacking.
On first and 10, trying to strike from the 15. Use the play fake, now to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. Got him downfield. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. The Blazers trying to pay off the threat on first and goal. Trying to barge their way in. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, UAB.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. UTSA takes over, and the offense ready to hit the field. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. You're getting Central Michigan by 80-something points. You still let us throw the football.